You were adamant and refused to listen to Jungkook no matter what he does. That only made your health worse. Jungkook tried to be gentle, but you were not at all ready to accept him in any way. This did made his blood boil at times, but he reminded himself that you are his wife. Forcing you will only make things worse, so even after you told him to stay away, he was up for you the whole night. He called the doctor at midnight when you were literally on the verge of losing your life. You started to experience difficulty in breathing and your chest pain was worse. The whole night he was changing the cold water cloth from your forehead, trying his very best to bring your temperature down, and after the whole night of work, it did help. He felt relieved. The next morning you felt a lot better and finally able to open your eyes. You felt a presence besides you, and when you turned your face towards him, he was sleeping while sitting and his head was resting on the edge of the bed. A few memories from last night flashed in front of your eyes and you have realized how worried he was for you. You were so confused at this point of time. You were admiring his face. Will it be worth giving him a second chance? If he doesn't love you, then he could have left you in that condition on your own, but the fact that this man took care of you the whole night, did everything that maybe you wouldn't if you would have been on his place. He opened his eyes and sat back as if he slept without realizing it. When he looked at you, he found you already looking at him. Are you feeling any better now? Is it still hurting somewhere? He said, checking your forehead only to find that the fever is gone. Your temperature is down. I'm feeling better. Both of your eyes met and he just smiled a little before getting up. Still, you have to take medicine, so I'll go and get you something to eat. He was about to leave when you grabbed his hand. He looked back at you. Why are you doing all this for me? There was silence for some time before he came near you and sat on the floor on his toes. Because I already told you that I will never leave you like this. Hate me or love me, but in this life, you have to be with me and I'll make sure you do. He stood up. I'll be back in a minute. And he left you there fighting with your own thoughts. Even if you want, now your heart is not ready to hate him. Jungkook looked at you surprised. He can't believe that he's seeing the same Wyan who was hating him a few days ago. If you're done looking at me, then you can start eating or else the food will get cold. You said without looking at him. Meanwhile, he looked down at the table, seeing a full course meal served in front of him. You cooked all this alone? You finally looked at him. Why? Do I not look like I can cook all this? He smiled. Of course you can. I don't want to underestimate you in anything. You are full of surprises. He started eating and the way he smiled after a bite, it brought a smile on your face as well, but you quickly made that same cold face. He looked at you. I wish I could get to eat this food at least once a week. Don't expect too much, you said, serving him fried rice. I can at least wish. Rest depends on the maker. Are you not eating? I'll eat later. Why later? Sit here. He got up and made you sit on the chair before serving food for you. Things started to change completely. You have realized that when you want something to get better, you have to cooperate from both the sides. In just a few weeks, your relationship completely took a new turn. Jungkook was already in love with you and now he fell more. He was refusing to accept it earlier, but now he is ready to tell the entire world. On the other hand, you fell harder and realized that he wasn't like what you were thinking. So many of his habits changed just because you told him clearly that you don't like it. And the one thing you both learn is that small changes make a big difference. Not only a better lover for you, but he started to become a lot better as a person, less cruel, and this is all because of love. Do you really like watering these flowers that much? His voice came from back, making your lips curled up into a smile. You turned back and saw him coming towards you. When did you come back? He hugged you from back, resting his chin on your shoulder. Just now, did you miss me? Not really. You laughed a little when he saw you in disbelief. I'm just kidding. Yes, I missed you a lot. But I can't see the excitement. I mean, you didn't hug me and kiss me. You looked at him and smiled. I'm learning. He chuckled and stood beside you, and then you both looked at the flowers. You are taking care of them so well. See how they are blooming. I've heard that you planted all these flowers with your own hands and used to take care of them until I came. Just know that these used to be very precious to me, and now I gave the responsibility of them to my most precious thing. Just say that you're finally relieved to be free from your duty. He laughed. There's nothing like that. Jungkook came back after a week, so you decided to cook for him. Jungkook insisted on helping you, so you both were in the kitchen when he got a call, and looking at his expressions, you knew something was serious. But you just came back home. Why do you have to go again? Something inside you was telling you that it's not going to be okay. He cupped your face. I'll be back by evening. Just have to finish our work, so don't worry about me, okay? You knew that it's not new, but this time your instinct was telling you to stop him. Promise me that you'll take care of yourself. Why are you being so worried? Nothing will happen to me, okay? I'll be back soon. Bye. He kissed your forehead before leaving. You sat on the couch. The whole day passed and it was midnight but no sign of Jungkook. You started to panic and continuously trying to call him but getting no response. Suddenly you saw black cars entering inside the mansion. There was a rush and bodyguards were going towards those cars. One of them was Jungkook's. You quickly rushed downstairs. As you came down, you noticed Jungkook coming inside with some of his men. Panic was clearly visible on your face, but Jungkook was looking fine. His eyes met you and he smiled before coming towards you. You haven't slept yet? Don't know why you were feeling so tensed. when everything seems alright. You looked at the bodyguards and Jungkook followed your eyes. You all can leave. But sir, you're married. Jungkook interrupted him in the middle. I said leave. They all bowed and left from there. What was he saying? You brought his attention to you. Nothing. You told me you'll come by the evening, then why are you coming so late? What happened? Why were you so tensed when you got the phone call? Calm down, sweetheart. You don't have to worry about these things, he said, putting his hand on your arm, but you jerked it, making him hiss a little. He quickly changed the expressions into normal ones, but you noticed that. What happened? What's wrong? He shook his head. Nothing, let's go and sleep. He tried to distract you, but you realized something is off. No, Jungkook. You grabbed his hand while Jungkook bit his lip tightly as it hurts like hell. Still, he doesn't want to make you worried. You removed his jacket and a gasp left from your mouth when you saw his shoulder all bandaged. What the? Did you get shot? He nodded while wearing the jacket again. Not serious, it just passed through hitting my shoulder. Don't try to fool me. Did you visit the doctor? Let's go, we are going now. I was already having this bad feeling. You were panicking when he cupped your face trying to calm you down. Fine, relax, I'm fine. Nothing much happened. Your eyes were filled with tears. I should seriously not fall for you. It's better if I stay away from you because don't know when you'll betray me. You jerked his hand and ran upstairs. Why? He rushed after you. Why? Open the door. Don't be childish. I'm telling you I'm fine. Are you listening to me? He banged on the door, but you didn't open. You didn't come out for the rest of the night, nor let him come inside. Jungkook slept leaning his back against the door as he was already suffering from pain, and then you did that. Next morning, you finally opened the door and found him sleeping on the floor. You felt bad for what you did last night, but so much is going on inside your head and you're completely blank. Jungkook might have changed his personality, his attitude around you. He's soft unlike before, but that doesn't change the fact he still belongs to the Mafia world. Loving him will only bring sadness in your life, not now, but it can happen in future. You used to be afraid of attachments, and now you are afraid of being separated from him. You bent down and shook him. Jungkook, wake up. He woke up and the first thing his eyes saw was you. He immediately sat down. You could see that your behavior hurted him more than the wound would have. Sorry. Your heart dropped when he suddenly hugged you. I know you still don't trust me that much, but please give me a chance to prove. I'm ready to leave everything, but now I can't stay away from you. The way your heart melted by his words, each and every word from him was true. This man right here who never learned to listen to anyone, who likes to keep everything under his control, who used to think that anything can be acquired through power, is now ready to leave everything just for you. Never oppose what you say, learn how to listen and respect. Overall becoming the person he never thought he would even in his dreams. You broke the hug and looked at him. Will you really do what you have just promised? leave this world and live like a normal person? Jungkook was a little taken aback because he thought you're not serious about it, but now he has came so far, fallen so deeply that he would do anything just to keep you happy with him. You were looking at him, waiting for his reply when he gave a nod, making your heart melt. Will you let me see your wound? He nodded, and then you both walked inside the room and you helped him taking off his jacket, and your eyes filled up. I'm not trying to be bossy or anything, Jungkook, but I do have complaints about your work. I know this is what you have been doing till now. You grew up seeing all this and raised in a family of mafias, but you can use this power for better also, right? I will definitely try. His eyes were fixed on you. For the first time, he wanted to cry because he found his comfort in you. He realized that he can be weak and still you will love him the same. You won't call him powerless, neither you'll make him feel that. Thank you for listening to me. You slowly shifted your eyes to him and cupped the side of his cheek. I'm sorry, and I will never talk about leaving you. I know it's not easy to get out of this world, but I'm happy that you still get ready. To be honest, I never wanted to stay here. I never wanted to fall in love with you, but I couldn't keep up with my words. I failed and fell for you, and I'm not at all regretting.